There are 10 side effects of masturbation that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. 10 side effects. And if you're someone learning, you could start noting them down. 10 side effects of masturbation. But before I give you the 10 side effects, you could be there wondering, what is masturbation? Now, masturbation is the act of you trying to satisfy yourself sexually by using other things like toys, but mostly by using your hands and fingers to touch yourself, to touch your private parts, to rub your vagina, to rub your clitoris, to even touch your penis, so that you can attain sexual satisfaction, or you can reach orgasm, or you can reach climax. That is what we call masturbation. So when you do that, you are actually masturbating. And remember, it is you doing it on yourself, not on anybody. That is masturbation. So today, before I give you the effects, it is also good to note that masturbation does not just occur alone. There are things that lead to masturbation. There are things that lead to masturbation. Masturbation occurs mostly from your mind. Before it can go physical, it is the thoughts you are having. It generates like mental processes that finally trigger the feelings. It triggers the emotions. Then you feel like you want to masturbate. These thoughts relate to things you have seen before. Things like sexual scenes, like pornography, like movies you have watched, sometimes even music you listen to, and even sometimes the past things you have done, like the sex you have had before. When it begins to replay in your mind and you begin to even fantasize, you feel like you want to do the thing and you end up masturbating. So what are these side effects? Number one side effect is poor memory. People who are addicted to masturbation suffer what we call poor memory. They have problems when they go to interview rooms, remembering even some of the details or answering them the questions as fast as they should becomes a problem. So they have poor memory even in classroom. When they have exams and you have repeatedly been doing masturbation, you have the issue of remembering answers when you need to, because your memory becomes slow. You think slowly and you remember things slowly. So poor memory is such a key side effect of masturbation. Number two is low sperm count. Low sperm count. People that are addicted to masturbation are affected or suffer from low sperm count. Remember, sperm is produced in the body and stored in the scrotum. But when you masturbate almost daily, or even more than once a day, sometimes even twice, thrice, or such a big number, and when you do that, your body is draining, is releasing sperms. And so your sperm count goes low and low and low. And when you do it repeatedly over a period of time, you realize you don't have enough sperms. So you have low sperm count. Yes. Number three is low self-esteem. Many people suffer this. People that are addicted to masturbation, they suffer low self-esteem. Remember, when just before you start masturbating, you feel like, oh, I want to do this thing. I want to feel good. You remember only the nice things about it. I want to have good moves. I want to reach orgasm. I want to ejaculate. But as soon as you do that, immediately after masturbating, you feel a sudden drop in your feelings. You feel like you just hate yourself. There's something about you that you just hate. You feel like you're almost depressed. You feel like you're purposeless, like you're worthless. So that feeling hits hard on your self-esteem. So the more you do it, the more your self-esteem is going low and low and low. And most people suffer from this. So masturbation can lead to low self-esteem. The next one, number five, is rashes around the area and also the redness. Rashes and redness around the area, around your vagina, around your penis. You know, when you're masturbating, many people, you're focused on what you want to achieve. So you put a lot of pressure on the parts. You rub and at times touch and and the place is becoming even swelly. At times you don't notice that. And when the rashes grow so much and the redness, it can reach a point it swells so much that you even need a doctor's attention. Yes, you have to go to the hospital for a prescription. So masturbation leads also to redness and rashes around the genitals. Number 6 is premature ejaculation. Premature ejaculation. Mostly what leads to premature ejaculation is when you're masturbating, your focus again is on your target, is on you releasing, is on you ejaculating or reaching orgasm. So you put also a lot of pressure on the nerves. You remember the nerves around the area are very soft. Some of them are very delicate. So a repeated doing of the act damages the nerves. They damage the nerves. You remember, like for men, when you have to touch yourself with a lot of pressure and perhaps friction, the nerves are damaged, and this leads to premature ejaculation in future. I hope we are together. I hope no one is lost in this. And the next one, number 7, is unfocused mind. Unfocused mind. People that are addicted to masturbation have their minds not focused. At times when they're trying, for example, to study, their mind would wander off and just go to, can I just excuse myself and go and do it for a few minutes, then come back? Yes, sometimes when they're in class, even at workplace, just the mere sighting of an opposite sex could trigger it, and your mind is just wandering off what you are doing. You have difficulty focusing on a single thing for a very long time. Often if you have to focus, say for 2 hours, you'll find that after 30 minutes or 40 or so minutes, you feel like, you want to do this thing. Even if you are to be focused, let's say you have gone for a seminar that takes a whole week, you find it hard to complete the seminar without doing masturbation. Your mind cannot be fully focused unless you do it. Yes, the next one is masturbation can actually impact your sex life. Masturbation impacts your sex life. When you're addicted to masturbation, it becomes a problem you trying to find the opposite sex to do sex with them. For example, if you are a man, you don't see the need of, why should I look for a woman? Why should I look for a lady? Why should I date her for a long period of time? And then we go out, we hang, then after that, perhaps that's when we may do sex. No, you feel like I have a shortcut. I can reach the same goal by myself. I don't need to look for a woman and all that. Or for a woman, I don't need to look for a man, and until I find that, that's when we can do sex. You feel like you can gratify yourself. In fact, satisfaction is simply a touch away. You simply hide yourself, touch yourself, and you feel like you reach orgasm. So, masturbation actually affects your sex life. And sex life, actually, if you try to do it, in most cases, people who are addicted, from my research and from the people I've talked with and discussed with about the same, people that have been victims, some have come out of it, some are still trying to come out of it. They say when you try to do sex normally, it is actually boring. Yes, that is the word, boring. You don't feel like, you lose the taste, the touch of the opposite sex, the feeling, that feeling, you lose it. You are used to, your system is now used to your hands and fingers, and that's what you are used to until you ejaculate, unless maybe you go to the massage parlor and they touch you, like, those are experts in touching. So maybe, but for normal sex life, even for marriages, it becomes now an issue when you're addicted to masturbation. Number 9 is low testosterone. Low testosterone. Remember, these are the hormones that help us, that drive the body when we are doing sex. But a repeated action of touching yourself and masturbating leads to low testosterone. Remember, when you are addicted, you have to do it repeatedly. You do it routinely, and you do it so often, even that you lose a lot of hormones. You use a lot of hormones in the process than even the body can recover. Are we together? And when you do it like that, it leads to low testosterone. The last side effect of masturbation is social distancing. Social distancing. Mostly people who are addicted to masturbation isolate themselves. They isolate themselves, and even mostly they stigmatize themselves after they have done the thing. They feel like they want to be alone. They just want to be somewhere isolated. They just want to be perhaps under some trees, just watching trees, watching nature, just being alone. They don't like being with people. It feels like normal social life is distressing, is draining. They just want to be alone. So their social skills tend to die or go down, and they want to withdraw and just be alone. So they don't like being with people, being in groups. They isolate themselves. So masturbation also leads to social distancing. And that is the last one. So as you have heard from our discussion, yes, you might have heard that masturbation is cool, it is good. It can help you achieve some things, like even avoiding prostate cancer. But as you have seen, out of the 10 side effects, in my opinion, it is not actually that good. It is not actually that good. It has a number of side effects. But as to whether you are still going to do it, or you will never do it, or you are going to stop it, the choice is yours. I only bring my opinions, and I wish you all the best in your health work, in your health life. And my last request, please, if you found this video useful, please like,